Hey collective, starseed, light worker, twin flame and soulmates. I'm Lorraine and welcome to my channel. Welcome to today's collective tarot love reading. Now just before I jump in there and bust a move, I just like to say I offer 100% money back guarantee for image readings, tarot readings, also the programs, as well as counselling and mentoring, plus advice to help you with union with self and union with your person. If you're interested, details are in the description box below this video. Now, let's jump in there and let's see what messages the cards have for you, for both you and your person's love journey thus far. And so let's start with the now. Alright, let's go. So you're coming in with the Tower, and you are also coming in with the World card here in your reading. Now with this combination, collective, this talks about it's an ending, but it's also a new beginning here. You, of course, when you go through a Tower moment, you do not see it as something positive here, collective. But it can be quite positive because it puts you back on track, on the correct path here for yourself. Okay, now this can be both you and your person on a personal level going through a Tower moment. Now this talks about an environment. This talks about what you've already put in place, what you've already built here, collective. Because the Tower is something solid. Okay? It's a solid foundation, so to speak, here in your reading. But because of the World card coming in, what it talks about here, it does talk about a cycle here, collective, and it does talk about a program here, or an outdated belief system. And that can come in as everything is okay. It can also come in as, yeah, it's not going smoothly, but I'm going to give it 100%. I'm actually going to build upon it here. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so you go through a cycle. One cycle here is about building upon and upon it here, collective. So a crack would show, and then you would build upon that crack, trying to cement something here, trying to put in some kind of solid foundation is what it's saying here in your reading. And so building upon that. See, what this is talking about here, collective, is when the first Tower moment came in, that's when the rebirth should have happened. It's when the restart should have happened here. But when you're coming in with the World card, what it talks about there is that it was just one big cycle here, where the crack got bigger and bigger until nothing could hold it up anymore, hence the Tower. Yes, of course, this could have to do with a relationship here. It could also have to do with the want to be with your person here, collective. And see, with the Tower card, what it can talk about there is your person choosing others here, and maybe even yourself. See, it's like saying here, collective, it's okay to go in another direction. It's all right. I'm going to go into another direction here. This could be both you and your person. I'm going to choose other people. It's all right. It's okay. And, you know, getting those intuitive nudges that are saying to you, oh, hang on, this doesn't kind of feel quite right. But it's like ignoring and avoiding those nudges here. But it's okay. I've been doing this for a very long time here in your reading. It can come in like that, these two cards. See, with the World card, the past cycle and a new cycle is kind of Well, what I'm getting, it's interwoven here, collective. And what I mean by the past cycle is what I just explained, and the new cycle here, collective, is those intuitive nudges. That's what it talks about here in your reading. And all of that inclusive, here, collective, is bringing in the Tower. See, how I see the World card here in your reading is it actually comes in as the 12 natural laws of the universe, and what it talks about there, collective. And if you were wanting to know more, check out the money program and just flick me an email. Now, I can name a few here. All right, there are actually 12, and there could very well be more. Now, one of them is reciprocity. What you put out is what you get back in here in your reading, which can also cause a terrible moment. You're coming in with the law of vibration, and I talk about the law of vibration a lot on my channel, and you're also coming in with the law of rhythm, the law of polarity, the law of oneness here, and so they all interconnect together here. And so it's about, it's quite big when I talk about that here. And when you're coming in with those intuitive nudges here, collective, well, what it talks about there is that it actually talks about the natural laws of the planet here. And it's about how you live here, collective, or a better way of saying it is how you align with the frequencies around you here. And know, trusting in yourself and the universe, and knowing that it will never fail you, because it's you that fails, not actually the universe here. And I hope you get that. See, and with the Tower card coming in, what it talks about there is not listening to those intuitive nudges. That's what it says. Knowing when to pull back, here, collective. Knowing when to effect positive changes in your life and those around you. Here, it's like saying you have the opportunity to do that. Here, when you're coming in with the World card. Yeah, of course, it can talk about here your person watching you, all right, and it's bringing in a Tower moment. I mean, just literally it can say that here, collective, but if we were to deep dive, and that's what I do here, collective, what it talks about is cycles here. Cycles are ending. You can't control this ending, but what it also talks about with the Tower card is that it's actually creating an awareness. That's what I'm getting. Hence those intuitive nudges, hence the World card here, the cycle, the new cycle, plus the old cycle here, collective. I'm not too sure if it can come in that way, but it's coming in that way for your reading. See, it's like saying here in your reading, I want something new. I actually do want something new in my life. I do want a new cycle here. And I do want to let go of the past. The Tower moment here. It's a choice here, collective. That's what I'm getting. It's to come out of the rat race here. And the best way I can explain it here, collective, when you're coming in with those two cards. Of course, you don't choose to go through the Tower. It really depends on where you're at in terms of your journey with yourself and also with your person here. You know, that's how these two cards are coming in. It's a knowing is what I'm getting. It's an awareness, it's a knowing, it's an intuitive nudge, the wake-up call here, collective. Yeah. That only you can affect change. Because change is happening. So let me keep going. So you have the Star card. We're coming in with obstacles and challenges. You have the Six of Wands, and you are also coming in with the Knight of Wands here. And obstacles and challenges, okay, collective. Now, when you're coming in with the Star card, what the Star card talks about here, collective, I don't know if you would see it that way, but you attract a lot of attention here. And, you know, and coming in with the World card, and I spoke about those intuitive nudges. I spoke about the awareness here. And I get here because it aligns with the Star cards. The Star card talks about self here, collective. Yeah. Yeah. See, what it talks about here, you've focused on yourself, you've worked on yourself here, but that's not the end point here in your reading. There is still more work to be done here. Changes are happening. And with the Star card coming in here, what I get there is that you're attracting a lot of attention here in your reading. Because you're in people's eyeballs, you're in front of people's eyeballs here, collective, affecting change here. That's how it's coming in here in your reading. It's like people are choosing you here, collective. That's what it's talking about here. People are choosing you. You come across a certain way. Here, you're quite confident. Here, I don't think it's cocky here in your reading because you are coming in with the Six of Wands. So the obstacle and challenge here, collective, is actually you. It's got to do with what you choose to do here. And I spoke about that with the World card. Okay? I want to create changes in my life. I want to be different here. But you are different. You are the difference. This is what it's saying. And with the Six of Wands, what I get there is that you own it. You're well aware of that here. There was a lot of work that you had to unpack in terms of the Tower card. There was a lot of work that you had to do because the Star does come in after the Tower. So you still had to work on that. See, that's what I'm picking up. Your reading, it goes about in a roundabout way because it tells me here that a lot of things are happening and there are a lot of changes happening in your life and there could be a lot of changes happening in your person's life, in your person's reality, in their environment here. Now, coming in with the Six of Wands, here in your reading, I do seem to think that's you, here, collective. Okay? And what it talks about there, it talks about, once again, self-confident here. Well, it talks about ownership here in your reading, because I get here is that you had to face adversity just to get to where you are. Yeah. Judgment here. Your own adversity, your own negative attachments here, collective, coming in with the Six of Wands here in your reading. Yeah, of course, you're recognized here. I get people like what you do here in your reading. People see you a certain way here, collective. There's a difference on how, with your person, here in your reading, if we were to come in with your person, here it talks about your person is confident, but they're confident because of the people around them. Here. Whereas yourself, here, collective, you're confident because you work through your own negative attachments. Because you like who you are. Here. Well, you know the truth about yourself. There's such a big difference, contrast, when it comes to both you and your person and people around you here, collective. It is a roundabout reading, so just bear with me. Now you're coming in with the Knight of Wands, and see what the Knight of Wands talks about here, collective, is that this is talking about other people. See, people like to come in towards you here, but they can't step towards you. This is what it talks about. It's like people get a warning here. See, they're coming in with one wand here, collective, but you have 6 wands here. It's backing is what I'm getting. There's something about this Knight of Wands here, collective, because the Knight of Wands could really be the person that's going through the Tower moment here. So it comes in as someone who is quite popular here, who likes attention. Okay, people give this person attention here in your reading, but the attention that you get and the attention that this person gets is totally different. See, with the Knight of Wands, what it talks about there is that this person has to live up to other people's expectations. Okay? Whereas coming in with the Star card in terms of yourself, here in your reading, it's just about living. Here. Living a good life. Here in your reading. Because you've got to face adversity is what your reading is saying. Yes, so let's move on to the potential outcome. So you have the Queen of Wands. You are coming in with the 3 Cups, and you're coming in with the 8 of Wands here. Okay. You know, what it talks about here, collective, it talks about making that conscious effort. That's what it's saying. You definitely have admirers here, collective. I do get that here. You do have opportunities here, but you're not just jumping into these opportunities, coming in with the 3 of Cups. It does talk about collaboration. It does talk about like-minded individuals is what I was picking up in the beginning. There is forward movement happening here. But once the forward momentum starts, it's like you have to jump on board here, and you kind of have to steer it here, collective. Yeah, of course, you may get exhausted, you may be a little bit tired here, but you have to keep going here in your reading, because you're coming in with 9 wands. You're coming in with Cupid's arrows here, collective. That's what I'm getting. Which is why I was talking about here that you have choices. And it's telling me here in your reading, with the Tower card and the World card, okay, I'm ready to explore these choices. So let's see what the advice is. Okay, that was coming in here, collective. That's actually talking about your person here, collective. They're actually coming in with the 3 of Swords here in your reading. And so what it talks about there is that I always talk about the 3 of Swords as being something that doesn't, it isn't about you, collective. It isn't, but you do trigger your person here in your reading, but you trigger your person to work on their own negative attachments. That's what the 3 of Swords really talks about. Yeah. So your person is going through heartbreak at this time here. But what I get here in your reading, collective, is that you're moving forward. And you're making that effort. You're making that conscious effort now to get to know more people here. That's what I'm getting. And to explore your options. But some of these options, what I get here, collective, some of these options just can't step to you here. See, you move by yourself, so they see you all by yourself here, collective, but then they realise there are other people around you. It's coming in like that here, and it gets them all up, and they get offended by that here. That's what I'm getting. All right. Wow. Thank you so much for your reading. All right, I'm going to end it out there, and I'll catch you later. Thanks. Bye.